Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have, because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
She wanna slide on the D, throw D, take off D. Yeah, that's fine by me. She want to ride the D. Reverse cowgirl, she did a helicopter, spin on the D. Now she want it in her asshole. Take these babies in your asshole, now pull it out, ho. Now it's time for you to bounce on the D. You need to ride the D. Come and repeat. She wanna bounce on the D. She gonna bounce on the D. She wanna bounce on the D. She gonna bounce on the D. She gonna bounce on the D. She gonna bounce on the D. She wanna bounce on the D. She gonna bounce on the D.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was just out in that shit. Lucky for me, it wasn't as bad until right when I started walking about right when I hit my block for me to get the house, and that's when the wind started kicking up when the fuck with the umbrella. And I swear they don't make good umbrellas.
Nah, they do. You gotta pay a couple of dollars because we gotta order some. We got some like Nautica umbrellas that's like double. I don't know. It's like an umbrella with another umbrella on top of it. Like, they charge you though. You can't. It's not like back in the day when you get an umbrella for like little $10. Yo, those are the good old days. You $10 for umbrella used to be a lot, but now that's you spend
chump change now out this motherfucker, man, out this bitch, man. So, like I was, hello viewers. It's not often that I get to talk to a legend. You know what I'm saying? And he up there smiling and shit, but he know he's a legend. Legends know they ain't got to say it. Their bravado, their energy tells you this. You know what I'm saying? This is a man that's been doing events for over a decade. Probably longer than that, ain't it?
Well, yeah, this is our 20th anniversary officially. Pricewell Productions. Yeah, this is the conclusion of the year. Can't believe we've been a whole year already. But yeah, this is
it went by fast, man. So before I go into the particulars and everything, I always start off. I like to start my podcast hot. What do you equate the biggest quality and characteristic that you bring to the table that equates to your success? While your career has spanned 20 years and you have been successful, and your success has grown each year. You know what I'm saying? What do a person has to have to see that type of success?
So for me, I would definitely have to say is patience, it's persistence, dedication. You got to have dedication with this. And in my skill set, I would just say having a dope imagination and thinking outside the box and not feeling that I'm limited to anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because with any business, you got to have, persistence and all of that, but and the drive to do it, because that goes without being said. You got to have a drive, the willingness to like go for it. But in this business, there's a lot of things that can deter you away. Like, if you're not built for this shit, like, there's a lot. The littlest things can make you just skedaddle out of the industry,
Yeah.
And this is so many things that if you're not about it, if you're not really here for it, if you're just here for the money or you just here for the notoriety, if you ain't in it for like the long haul, this business will like chew you up. So, yeah, I would say it's those things.
There you go, people. So, with that being said, welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor. Perfect app for anyone trying to start their own podcast. Y'all know what to do. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, get a profile. I'm your host, Kevin Nova, Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link. All my links allmylinks.com/porn rap star. 3 wonderful sponsors we got to tell you about. The first one being the Facebook of the LS Community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine on the web, eroticismmagazine.com. And last but not least, Black-owned, for you content creators, 90% profit. They offer healthcare and no hashtag issues. And for you consumers, a new place for you to consume XXX content. We're talking about XSiteBunny.com. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Community. Also, go to shop gwdistrict.com and buy black, as you get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers and shops. Also, check me out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not Saturday or Sunday, on FullySwapRadio.com. Also on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. Now, with that being said, like I normally do, I'm going to shut up and let this man, this legend, this beast of the fucking industry, introduce his motherfucking self, because I know he does it better than I can.
I appreciate it, man. DeLavion Pipe Carter. Everybody calls me Pipe. My company's Pipeswell Productions. Starting this industry, this is our 20th anniversary of promoting plus size positivity and acceptance. And that goes from everything from, before we started throwing events, when it comes to graphic design and photo and video and media. We do a lot. Management, not so much management, not in these days, but more so being a liaison in the business, guiding people the right way. I work hand in hand with some of the best, to ever do it. And but now we've been focusing on our events that we throw. And then in the background with my other businesses, I work with a lot of content creators. I shoot a lot of content, edit. I run a lot of their social media stuff, their content sites to keep them going. A lot of these ladies, they shoot content, but they have a hard time getting it uploaded or keeping the schedule. So that's where the behind the scenes stuff for Pipeswell Productions come in at. But now mostly, people know us for throwing the biggest Thick to BBW events across the country, period.
Definitely. So let's go back. Let's go back when Mr. Carter was about to get into business. What brought you into the business, and tell us your beginnings?
Yo, it's crazy. I remember it like it was yesterday though, like the scenario. I was always fascinated with like adult stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've always been fresh. Like always been naughty. You know what I mean? Like I was that one that was watching the HBO Real Sex and then having that last button on the Cartoon Network. You know what I mean? So I'm not bragging about it, but so she would go to bed, on time like clockwork. So get up for the morning. So I pretty much knew she wasn't, getting up, checking on the living room and checking the TV and whatnot. So I've just always been fascinated with adult stuff. Man, I've always been a horn dog. So it started with that. And then with the internet, it started, once again, things I'm not proud of, especially being a parent myself now. Like the things I was doing was wow.
Yeah, man. When you think about it, it's kind of like, damn. And I got daughters too, so
it's scary. Like I used to do the homes, and but this is way before we talking about Instagram and MySpace and all these type of things. I'm talking about even before AOL, had their own, Yahoo, the AOL chats, the Yahoo messengers. I'm talking about straight chat room and just perving out, man. And but then it was like different sites that had like message boards, and so I started seeing plus size ladies post pictures and stuff like that. I can't remember a whole bunch of people by name at the moment, but some that's like that I can really like big up is like a lot of ladies that worked with Mercedes, not Mercedes, Power Bosom and BustyBabyDolls.com, and then there was other models. I don't even know if you're familiar with this name, Hypnotic.
Yeah.
She was like on the cover of my magazine when I first started. I got to know her really well. That's a whole long story too, but I started doing graphic work, and at that time I thought my work was like the hottest thing in the streets. Like I'm self-taught. I'm doing just funny things with images and artwork, and like I said, at that point, if I look back on it now, it's completely trash work. But
but think, technology gotten better. So
for sure.
For the shit we were doing back then, it was good for the shit we had to work with.
What it was. Yeah, but now like the work I do for these companies, you know, in my vanilla life outside of the adult industry, like I work with multi-million-dollar companies. You know, I've done a lot of graphic work for major companies. I'm not gonna say those names, but it's been there. Everything from billboards to, you know, everything else. So I just started. That was my way in to get these ladies' attention. I would just take their photos and do little graphics with them. And you know, my skill set, my talent has always opened the door for me. So it took my love of these women to start designing stuff to get their attention, and then you know we formed little situations, little relationships, and that kind of got my foot into the adult world because these ladies started, you know, working on like websites and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, even back then, I remember when I was talking to the guys in Hollywood, they were saying, especially on the BBW side, don't send them here. Get them to do their own websites and stuff like that. And females back then, when they came in the game, they were looking for people like us to handle their social media, to help them get content, to help them with their marketing and promotion and stuff like that. In other words, to do the tidbit shit they ain't feel like doing.
Here's the wild part. But what I'm talking about is way before then. I'm talking, when I'm telling you I started this business, I'm talking about 2002.
Woo!
So this is, like I said, this is 20 and like, so this is before, you know, acronyms of BBW. There was no platforms. If there was a plus size woman in adult content on the internet, she was like one of the ladies you may see, and I say this with no joke, no funny, no pun intended. If there was adult content out there that featured a plus size woman, you know, it was like a lady that was on like My 600 Pound Life.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? And
they look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. I remember.
I don't want to say that about these ladies. They were just really big.
No. Seriously, I actually saw it was a threesome that Ron Jeremy did with two big white girls.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy. Yeah, he was one of those. And the name of those films used to be like My Gigantic Freaks, or you know, Feed Fatty, or some stupid shit like that. And me personally, I never really got off to that type of stuff. It was definitely interesting to watch. But you know, at that point, that was the only representation for plus size talent. So it wasn't until maybe around 2003, 2004 ish when you had someone like Crystal Clear came around.
Yes, Lord.
Who was a BBW. You know, like she was plus size, but she wasn't like, you know, really, really big. She was still curvaceous. She was a big girl. She had stomach, but she had ass, she had tits, she had everything. Beautiful girl, chocolate. She was shooting with doing a lot of interracial stuff. And I think I'm not giving her credit for the phrase, but around that time is when the acronyms BBW started coming into place. Around that time frame.
Actually, in my opinion, she kind of coined the phrase because you started it like even with the covers, it was BBW. Plus, she was calling herself a BBW at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember the crew that came out with the Railhead was her, Italia Blue. I think Lethal Lips, I think, was in
Here's
there.
the funny part: Italia Blue has never been a BBW. I love Italia Blue. I used to have such a crush on Italia Blue.
Yeah, she was gorgeous, bro.
I got a chance to like know her and then interviewed her for my show. Love her to death, but she was never BBW. She was that was the beautiful part. Like, not to make this interview about them. So you had, Laurel, Busty Baby Doll, and then she was best friends with Tia from A Clip for You to Lick, and they both came out of that umbrella of Powerboom and the Big Bud and Big Black Butt magazine set and the Big Butt videos or whatever. So because Laurel and Tia was like so cool, they did everything almost kind of the same, which was such a positive for the urban side of market, because these women who were once models and performers on other people's websites shooting content, they became their own bosses. They were shooting their own content, being their own web mistresses. So these was women at the time in a male dominated industry that was shooting their own content and doing the website work, maintaining it. Yeah. And so when you talk about like Lethal Lips and Italia Blue, they wasn't really featured in the BBW. Like, they was more so on like A Clip for You to Lick.com and Cyber Sensations, where Busty Baby Dolls, 90% of the ladies were all BBWs.
That red couch, I'm sorry, it's famous, dog.
No, but so wow, it's even before the red couch. It's crazy.
Yeah, because it seemed like, to me, she told Hollywood which BBWs was hot. Because if you shot for her, you went to Hollywood damn near. You know what I'm saying?
So yes and no. So here's the thing. They started shooting. I remember this because TT Boy and all of them. I used to be in touch with a lot of these guys. And West Coast, not West Coast, or Evasive Angles and TT Boy and Black Market Video. There was a wave. This was like 2006 to 2008. It was very short-lived, where they started recruiting a lot of BBWs to shoot. They was like, okay, this is a new thing. Let's jump on it. And then it was like bringing girls in, but it was short-lived because I blame both sides. I blame the business and I blame the models, because a lot of those ladies went out there, didn't know what they was doing, wasn't prepared, and those companies took advantage of them. So a lot of the content that you saw that was shot that was BBW, it wasn't fly, it wasn't sexy. We watched them because it was people we knew. But if you compare it, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of these ladies were shooting films with no budget. Like, there was no hair and makeup done for them. They was basically, what did you have in your suitcase? Okay, put that on. We filming it. So even though, no disrespect to these companies either, all these years later, I'm not disrespecting it, but it was like they gave a bone, and
but you know why? But you know why they shot it like that? So my listeners can understand. It's a term called quota filler DVDs. The BBWs was considered the quota filler DVDs, because when you had distribution, you had a certain amount of titles that you had to put out in order to keep that distribution. And so with Evasive Angles, Black Ice, Heat Wave, they used the BBW titles as quota fillers in order for them to keep their quota. They were unattended to make money, and it did make money for them because they sold. Period. Because
that's the thing what I'm talking about, right? So, we know obviously there's a market here, right? This is why I'm successful. This is why you've been successful. It's because when people telling us, nah, that's not a thing, or the majority of public opinion is saying, no, this is not it, we know. So can no one tell me, like, yo, there's no money in the plus size market when I've been getting money in this plus size market for 20 years? Basically. So, you don't have to see the vision for it to be real. You know what I mean? So I'm glad y'all didn't believe in it, because now that's why I'm here. But in the same breath, I don't put everything just on, and this is why I'm the controversial one in amongst this thing in this industry on my side, because I still blame, no matter quota fillers, whether they took it serious or not. If you was a plus size model and you got an opportunity to shoot in a DVD or a film that's going to be widely distributed, nationally distributed, then that was your job, your opportunity to go out there and wreck shit.
Yeah.
See, a lot of ladies, unfortunately, get hella comfortable. Oh, they don't care. They just look at my ass and titties like that. Nah, you still gotta get your hair done, your nails done. Like, there's still a lot of us guys that pay attention to that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you went out there and you didn't have outfits, hair, makeup, and all that to shoot, that's, you know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? But the messed up side is on the business side. The other models, they have budgets for them. You know, there's hair, there's makeup, there's party favors, there's everything. But when it came to these ladies in that short time span, I can't speak after that. I'm just talking about this one, like I said, 2006 to 2008. There was a window where they really shooting plus size ladies from all over. And I just remember a short period of time, a lot of East Coast ladies went out there to shoot.
Yeah.
A lot of them I know very much personally. A few of them, I'm the one who sent them over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got you. I plugged you in. And, you know, not all of them, but a lot of them didn't go the way they, you know, as well as they should.
Yeah, because I used to tell the girls I sent out there, when you go shoot with Hollywood, it's a different beast. And you got to pay it in. You got to have your mind right, because it's not even about that male talent you shooting with. It's about that producer and that director who is fickle as fuck. They've seen 100 females like you, built like you, and they want to see, are you worth my time to bring you back? Hands down.
You know what? Here's the thing. It's funny you said that. That's still the wrong mentality to have. And with all due respect to your comment, I'm going to tell you why that's the wrong mentality to have. I'm going to tell you a quote. I was not finished watching. I'm in the middle of watching this Derek Jeter documentary.
Okay.
And in this documentary, Derek Jeter has said this phrase. I watched him. He did another interview on a podcast. And then when I got a chance to watch the documentary, he said the same phrase. And it resonates with me so well. He said, you know, basically, you know when you say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready?
Yeah.
Well, that's what he basically said when he goes, I play every game like it's a World Series game. So he's like, whether I'm in training camp, whether I'm in practice, whether it's an in-season game, we're in the postseason, or we're in the World Series, I'm going to give my all. I'm going to play the game the same way. So if you keep that mindset, it don't never change. It's not like, oh, this game don't matter. So with these ladies, and please, I want to say this for your viewers, because I don't know everyone who watches. I'm not here bashing anyone.
Oh, no. So you understand, we keep it 100 here.
Yeah,
it's a safe space. We don't pull no punches, bro.
I just want people to know, even still with what I'm saying, I'm not browbeating anybody. A woman should always be a woman. So, hair done, nails done, that should be an everyday thingamajig for you. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm about to go shoot in LA. Let me, I'm about to shoot this big company. Let me get myself together. Because whether you shooting content for yourself personally, whether you're shooting for a local company, small, big, large, or national, you supposed to carry the same package. And that's just professional advice. You get what I'm saying? I can't throw an event and go, I'm going to put half the energy into this one because it's something. You know what I mean? No, you got to go balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go balls to the wall, because I just think it happened too fast. You have a lot of people that's in this industry, that's in business, but they're not a business-minded person. So they saw something that they can capitalize off of, but they have no knowledge of what they're getting into. So they treat it like a hobby, right? Instead of a business. So if you come into this industry and you go, oh, take pretty pictures and I can do that. Or, hey, have sex on camera. I can do that. Yeah, if you come in with that mindset, then there's a million people to do it. What separates the biggest known porn stars and then the average content creator? There's a lot. It's the same way as anybody playing basketball in their neighborhood and then people in the NBA. I was just having this conversation with my wife the other day. There are tons of players that's around the world that's better than these athletes in every sport. There's people in the street that play better football. There's people in the street that play better basketball, soccer, volleyball, you name it. But what makes these athletes in professional is because it's more than just the skill set. Are you a team player? Are you disciplined? And that's honestly what a lot, and you a little bit older than me, OG, so you already know. You've been on the court. You done seen some niggas that hoop better than a lot of these NBA players. But what?
They ain't built for the NBA.
They
NBA
party.
is different.
They let women get involved, drugs get involved. You know what I mean? You can ball, but are you disciplined enough to be on time to go? You know what I mean? You have so many people that's made it to the league and got cut because they were showing up late to practice. You get what I'm saying? So it's more than just skill set. And the same thing goes when it comes to this adult industry. These ladies and men that shoot porn, that's real porn stars, you don't see them beefing online. You don't see them talking about their personal lives on the internet. You don't hear about family matters. No, they're there to provide the fantasy, and that's all it is. But you have a lot of these other people that shoot adult content, and their social media, their personal social media, and their adult social media persona is one thing. You know, you're there to provide the fantasy. Once you log on as whatever adult entertainment name you are, then that's the only thing that should be shown on that page. That's the only kind of energy. So you can't pick and choose when to have it. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's where it went wrong. You have to, when you see me on the internet, there's nothing on there but promo. You don't see nothing, bro. I don't even have a personal Facebook.
Yeah,
I tell you about. I'm sorry.
The Facebook that I'm blocked on now is blocked because I posted flyers and shit.
If I'm on the internet, bro, either I'm perving or promoting. That's it. When you see if you see Picewell Productions online, I'm promoting you something. That's it for me. Like when it comes to that space, anything outside of that, my personal life is my personal life. No one cares about me. And I'm being honest. I appreciate you calling me a legend. And you know what? I am fucking dope. Thank
you.
I'm the best to ever do this shit. You hear me? I'm the best. I am the best. And I'm not, no disrespect to nobody, but somebody has to be number one. I'm it. Cream of the crop.
But that is the characteristic of a true businessman. Because you want to be the best. At some point, you want to be number one at what the fuck you do.
What you want me to say? I'm number two?
No one knows number two.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go, all right, you know what? I'm good, but there's somebody out here greater. No, nigga. Let me tell you something. Let me get on my shit. Let me get on my shit. This is why you want me on here. You want me? You want?
Yes, that's right. Yes, we keep it real here.
Now, all jokes aside, I want people to understand this. Why I say I'm the best. For any of you who choose to do some homework and research on me, I'm the reason why a lot of people are in the positions they are. I've taken those risks, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you like me or you don't. Why you think people are throwing events around the country now? Why you think people are charging what they're charging for events? You get what I'm saying? I was at a time, because you can't say I'm lying, because I've literally been throwing events for these years, right? Parties, etc. Not for the full 20. I mean, I've always been a promoter, and if you care to hear it, I'll get into some backstory about how I started throwing parties. But when it comes to events and stuff, when I started throwing real events, bro, I would say back in like 06, 07-ish, no one's buying tickets to come see. I was selling tickets, bro. I never wanted to be on some door-to-door. And it wasn't me being cocky. I just was like, I need to know where the money's at. I don't want to invest and then be like, you're waiting to see who comes through the door. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to start selling tickets. I come from the old school, bro. My family used to throw fish fries, and I come from a long line that get money. My dad was a DJ. I'm every bit of my dad, like photographer, DJ. I used to do it all. So I come from a long space, and even my mother throwing boat rides and ski trips and organizing. I've learned my patience through that. You can plan a whole year for one night. If you can have that kind of patience, you're going to go far. So people like, oh, I need it now. It might take, when I first started doing events, I took a whole year, bro. Before I did that first ever all BBW event at the Players Club in the Bronx, New York, where we had all these BBWs, and I'll send you some footage once we finish this, so maybe you could add it to your interview. There's still some floating around.
Okay.
I did the Jelly Ain't Jam Part 1. That's when I had Milky Diva. I had Bootylicious. I had Hate Cash, The Real Judy Booty. I had Addiction. I had Miss Pandora. Bro, Cleo. Yo, you name them, they was in the building. Right? And, it took me a whole year to design that event and for it to happen. That's where the patience came in from, right? So when I started selling tickets, like I said, when I mentioned like the fish fries and all that, we was handing out flyers and used to yo, buy a ticket to this event. Now back in the day, you in the hood, you throw a little fish fry, little dance or something, $5 here to come in, $10, little numbers. But now moving into the event space, that's what made me start charging, $20, $25. Because in my mind, $10 just wasn't. It was what I had to invest in the events, and I had to grow. I didn't have all the answers when I first started, so I don't want to paint that picture. I hit a lot of bumps in the road that made me fine tune how I operate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, people don't have to like me. They don't have to respect me. They don't even know me, and they can hear me now and say, "Oh, he sound cocky and arrogant." You can't get mad at me explaining my truth. And the truth of the matter is, nobody was doing what I was doing at the time that I started doing.
Yeah.
Nobody was beating their chest saying, hey, I got an event with some plus size girls. Oh, fat bitches? No. I didn't say fat bitches. I said we have BBWs performing tonight. You fucking fat girls. Hey, I didn't say that. I said I'm having an event. BBW. I had to see, like, that's what people don't see. Y'all want to talk, oh, he cocky, he arrogant, he all this. The reason why I beat my chest is because nobody was holding my back up when them people was laughing at me when I was like, yo, I need to rent a space. All right, what kind of event you having? Oh, strip thing, kind of like a bachelor party, kind of like, oh, no, we can't do that here. And then for those that did allow that, oh, okay, all right, cool, a little risky, but we'll fuck with you. So what kind of girls you have? What kind of girls? I'm done with the BBW. What? Little fat bitch? I mean, I can't count to you how many times
I'm gonna tell you the biggest pleasure is when them people that laugh, when you see their face, when you show them, motherfucker, yeah, it's real, nigga, it's money.
Oh, I'm gonna give you
you thought it was stupid, nigga.
For the game. Every time I did an event, I did 4 events it was the Players Club. Yeah. Then they sold it into a new owner. It was called Club 11. So I did 2 events when it was Players Club and 2 events when it was Club 11. And then I took like a little year off hiatus. I thought I was going to leave the business. I came back. I know what it was. I wasn't even intentionally coming back. I just was trying to surprise my wife with a little birthday party. And a lot, being in the business, you just know a lot of your friends became people from industry. So I got that bug again. And after I did her birthday party, I'm like, yo, I'm coming back. And I'm like, if I'm coming back, I got to do a big joint. So I did rented out Angels, which is a strip club in Queens. I don't even think it's there no more. This was in 2016. Bro, this is one of the biggest clubs in New York. Like, it's 2 floors, but it's not a solid 2 floors. So it's one main level. Then they have like a second floor tier on this side, another second floor tier on this side. The DJ's in another second tier on this and behind us. It was huge club, 400 capacity or more, whatever. Bro, we had the line, and we did the event on a Sunday. We had a line around the block. The owner came to, not the owner was the owner who I wish was there that night. He had to go away. He had to go to like Lebanon or some shit like that. So the guys he had managing the spot, mind you, this event took maybe 4 or 5 months to plan and actually, you know, I got the contract, went to the club. You know, I think he felt my energy. He trusted me. He was like, all right, I'm gonna let you do it, but it cost me a little pretty penny. So we throw the event and we get there and there's a line. The guy come to me and goes, I've never seen a line before 10 o'clock, like out here, unless we had like a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they booked a celebrity. So he was like, yo, I want to get you in contact with this person. Man, he rest in peace. I mean, God strike me now. He was like, yo, you know, DJ K Slay, we cool with him. He throw his parties in. We want to mix the work. I was like, with all due respect, I decline. I don't want to throw an event with DJ K Slay. Not because DJ K Slay ain't a legend. I just knew we was on 2 separate pages. You know, DJ K Slay had these other kind of models. They was very thick and voluptuous, but they wasn't BBWs. And I've learned a long time ago, you don't mix the worlds. So 1, may he rest in peace, and 2, I'm not talking ill of his name. I just knew that wouldn't have worked because all money ain't good money. It would have caused a problem if you have the ladies that people see in like music videos, and then you mix them with the lady, like, you know what I mean? It's 2 separate crowds. It's 2 separate kind of atmospheres. So I only brought that up to show you that how impressed they was. That they was like, oh my God, these people, and you knew whoever was in that building, they was there specifically for the plus size ladies.
Yes.
Because I've never done an event in a club where we mix the crowds. And that's another thing. A lot of these people, as over the years, they started coming around, throwing club events. They would have like a BBW night or a BBW hour. Like, oh, we'll let some of your girls come. No, and no disrespect to them, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, when I tell you I'm the first to do it, like, nigga, we've been doing it. You can't show me footage from before when I'm gonna show you footage from, and then, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is timestamped.
Yeah. See,
I'm sorry. I'm not be talking too much. I'm sorry.
No. This episode is about Pipes Wells. What you talking about, dude? This is what we want.
Sorry,
because even to the point that, because I have thrown events from time doing the BCB street team when I was doing music, people don't realize these events are not easy to put together.
No.
And also add to it, you're dealing with women. So, and to be honest with you, those 2 things can sometimes become headaches because I'm handling the event, putting this together, setting it up, getting the place, convince these females to come through. Oh, and also the different mixes of attitudes and beats and shit of that nature. Because see, you up there in New York, everybody come to fucking New York, and everybody come to your event.
That's not true. No, I can't even. No, bro, it's not as easy as you. No, it's perception.
Yeah.
Listen, if you see any ladies that have been regulars at our event, that's only because, you know, I treat them good, I treat them well, and they like their vibe. They get their money. It's never easy. I'm being honest with you. This business has never been easy. Now, the art of throwing an event is easy to me. I do the shit in my sleep. But that's because I'm 20 years in. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason. So it's not me being cocky. It's only easy to me is because
you know what the fuck you doing.
Exactly.
It ain't being cocky. You know what the fuck you doing. Get the proofs in the pudding.
And then when things come up, you just learn how to pivot. You know what I mean? There's always issues with every event we throw.
Yeah.
You might not know about it because we know how to fix it. And only experience can tell you how to fix it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the ladies that perform, like the ladies, they come, they pay a tip in to perform, like the same way they would do at a club. You know what I'm saying? And just because I don't mess with the ladies that we work with. You get what I'm saying? So I treat them all with respect. I'm not a weirdo when it comes to being like, you got these guys or these people that call themselves promoters, but they do this business because they want free fills. They sleeping with the girls. I don't do none of that. So you can ask any lady that worked with me in the past 15 or so years or whatever, 10 years. There's no fraternizing. I don't mess with them. So they feel safe. They feel comfortable about me. So anybody can say, oh, Pipe ain't shit, but my reputation speaks for itself. Because find a lady that's going to tell you oh yeah, Pipe was just trying to do this to me. He was just trying to do that. I'm not in dressing rooms while they changing, and I give them their space, and I treat everybody fair. And that's the hard part. The hard part is being neutral. That's the true definition in this business that I found that is hard to do. And it's not hard for me to do morally. It's hard for me to do because it avoids headaches. It creates headaches when you're being neutral, it causes a problem. For instance, I'm gonna give you a light scenario, brother. Got a dope ass performer coming through. She's fire in her own right, whoever she is. Hey, Pipe. I just want to let you know, like, I got my security person coming with me. Like my dude coming with me. Maybe not her personal dude, but I got security. Okay, well, here's the problem with that. One, I pay over $1,000 in security for my events. I don't have my homeboys watching the door. There's not no random. We have licensed security at our events. All of them. Put that out there. Now, one event, we don't have professional licensed security at our events, right? So here's the problem with that. One, if I'm already paying for security, you don't need yours. But if you really want your security to be there, then he has to buy a ticket like everybody else. Or you got to buy a ticket for him. So imagine you throw an event, 20, 25, 30 ladies. Imagine if every lady needed their own personal security. So if I tell you yes, then I got to tell her yes. So I'd rather just keep it 100, neutral. No, we already got that in control. But now let me tell you another story. Hey, Pipe. Yo, I'm in town. I'm filming. I got my cameraman. He's going to follow me. He's going to film my event. He's filming me in New York City. Damn, that's a dope idea. Sorry, you can't do that, though. Oh, well, I can't do it. Because if I let you film, have your cameraman, now I got to let the next lady have her filming cameraman. Now we got what? 3, 4, 5 other cameramen filming our events where we can't control the narrative. Even when people sign agreements and contracts can be broken. Contracts is just to put on paper that there's rules in effect. People break contracts every day, right? So the only way to fix it is to go to court. And sometimes it's like, is it worth going to court? Is it worth the fees? So contracts are made to be broken, unfortunately. So what's the point in me even having you sign paperwork, right? Because people will still do what they want to do. You know, people are selfish like that. So that's why I say, no, I'm sorry. There's no outside cameras allowed at our events. No, you can't. I understand it's something simple. You just want people. I get it. You don't want to film the event. You just want to film you. You want to capture some stuff for your personal platform, which I definitely understand. But if I tell you yes, then I have to tell the other people yes, and you don't know how many other people will have to say yes to. So now we're going to have a whole motion picture worth of photographers and videographers filming the event. So you know how I solved that? I'm sorry, there's no outside cameras or film media allowed. But see, from their perspective, it's just, but it's just me. But when people are not so much being selfish, I don't want to use the word selfish, but people only pay attention to their wants and needs. They don't see the big picture. Me, I see the big picture. It's not just you. It's going to be somebody else. In the moment, if you thinking nobody's looking, there is. So if I let one lady do something, you know what? Somebody's going to tap me on my shoulder. Hey, Pipe, I thought you said we can't do that. I get the emails. I get the phone calls. I get the questions. There's favoritism. Bro, it was a thing going on the internet years ago. I haven't heard it so much in recent years. Pipe only fuck with the light-skinned girls. He only like...
No, they did. Wait a second. No, they didn't say you a colorist.
Bro, on my soul. Niggas, that was the whole thing. Pipe only like the light-skinned girls and all this, that, and the third. Listen, baby, it's another day in the office for me. If you see me promoting somebody, it's for a reason. If I'm promoting somebody heavy, either they're drawing their attention. I look at numbers.
Yeah.
That's why when all these ladies be like, I miss such and such, and you want to book me, you got to book me for this. I look at the numbers. I don't look at your social media numbers. I don't look at your fans' numbers. I look at money numbers. What's the money looking like? What's the numbers we could bring in profit? What's the dollars?
Yeah.
Because if you got 300K followers, but you can't get 20 people to buy a ticket for you, and I'm talking about minimum 20, but they don't see that. All they see is, oh, I got 100K followers. Oh, I'm known. But when I put that you have a ticket on sale and not even 10 of those bitches sell.
See, ladies don't like to hear that following don't mean shit. It doesn't mean money. It just means more people just looking at you.
Nobody wants to hear the value isn't there. And trust me, I have no pleasure. And, you know, then that's what I'm saying, what makes it hard. Because I'm not here to offend nobody. Mm-hmm. But business is not fair. And it's either I'm going to protect your ego or I'm going to protect my pockets, which is ultimately how I feed myself and my family. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody want to hear that, but if you get to the bottom of it, it's not about how many followers you have on the internet. When we post that you have a ticket on sale and you doing a meet and greet and you telling your fans, hey, I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be at this place at this time. The tickets are only $25. Come see me. And what you sell? And on the website, you sell 6 tickets. You get what I'm saying? Like, and no disrespect to them, but look where the numbers lie. But you're the person who asked me to book you for $2,500, or book you for $1,500 plus flight and hotel, or I've heard even work way higher numbers.
Yeah,
so,
I can imagine.
Like I do this. This is business for me. It ain't personal. I'm not booking you to come to my house. I'm not booking you to come in the hotel room and we twirl it around. I'm booking you to as an investment to make profit at my event.
Now, let me ask you this. Why do you think some females are put off of your straight-laced business approach? Mm-hmm. Because I noticed, like some females, they're used to the guy that's trying to get them to do shit, do work, flirt with them and stuff like that. You sound like a dude that, you know what I'm saying, you keep it G with your business. You feel me? And sometimes that's off-putting to some females, or they consider it off-putting. You get what I'm saying? He's mean. God, why he got to be like that? All that bullshit.
No, it's the simple fact of the matter, as I stated before. You have individuals that's in a business or want to be in a business, but they're not business-minded, right? Because if we both are on the same accord that this is about business, then there's nothing to get misconstrued, right? Mm-hmm. You know that my decisions are not personal, it's business. Mm-hmm. When one Fortune 500 company is trying to buy another Fortune 500 company, you think they give a fuck about the employee? No, they're looking at the numbers. It's unfortunate we got to cut some people, but in order for this deal to work, we got to get our numbers down to here. Mm-hmm. When you have an architect that builds for a company, I'm going to tell you, I know a lady who was an architect. That's why I brought that up. She told me some of the most profound shit. I'm not going to say what it was a brand of a business, or a chain of restaurants that she, on the East Coast, she was the architect to build those new upcoming restaurants, chains. As an architect, it wasn't just her drawing out what it looks like. She had to send reports to account for every bolt, nail, and screw. And I was like, first of all, I could see why these people get paid. What they get paid. Because can you fan them, bro? Even the room you're sitting in right now. I don't care if you in a closet. Can you count how many screws is going to go into the wall? Can you count how many? No. You got to pre-know how many buckets of paint is going to take the paint, how many screws is going to take, how many drills you're going to need.
They want that budget down to the science.
Exactly. So it's not personal. And people are not just saying, oh, how much is it to build this space? Just give me about 30-something hundred. No, they're going to say, listen, it's going to cost me this for this product, that product, that product. You got this price in material, and then it's going to cost you this in labor, because they're calculated. So same thing goes for this business. I'm not here to give somebody a free trip to New York or to wherever I throw an event. I have no problems with booking somebody. And I know in my heart, when I try to make deals, I think about it even before I present it to somebody. You want to be fair. You don't want to offend nobody. But at the end of the day, the numbers still got to just make sense.
Yeah.
Now, that's up to that person whether they're willing to accept it or not. You don't have to like the offer. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get extra money out of me for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? It just got to be fair. And I just know when I make my deals, it's 100% business related. I count down everything, projection, what I think we're going to do, fair market value. I even take into account if they have to travel. I look at their numbers. I look at their influence. I look at everything. So, a lot of times I take a gamble. A lot of times I overpay because I just know, it takes some money to get people to move in shape. Yeah. But I'm not here to give anybody just a free trip just because, a lot of these ladies, they don't even get booked. Bro, the last year and a half, I've been booking ladies doing autograph signings. We've had our strip events, but we've been bringing in big name, performers or well-known performers to do autograph signings, meet and greets. Mm-hmm. Who else is doing that? Who else is paying you, a performer, to come out and sign autographs and meet and greet with your fans?
Gee.
Who's doing that? Who's doing it? Who's paying thousands of dollars to get you to come out? Now, I know you're getting booked, but you're getting booked for other things.
Mm-hmm. Not something that simple.
So it's like, that's the messed up part about the business, but I'm not shaken nor stirred. Like I said, I'm a very persistent individual. If I can't work with you now, if the stars align, I'll work with you in the future. I'm persistent. I can wait. I'm patient. I'm very patient. I'm very patient. I can wait. Trust me, I can wait. If you tell me no today, I ain't thinking it's the end all be all. We'll circle back.
Most definitely. So when it comes to your filming or what have you, tell me how you run your set or what have you, so people can get an idea of a Pipes Wells production run set.
Well, no, I don't shoot. I don't shoot for myself and distribute content. I shoot for content creators.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they book me to film their work for them.
Okay.
Once again, it's hard to find someone like me that's dedicated to the business about their money. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of trusted clients that I work with closely. It's not about having a whole bunch of people. It's about having the right people. Mm-hmm. And I want to get paid for my work. So when I'm shooting a lady, I'm not trying to fuck. I'm not touching them. I want to get paid for my work, and I want to go the fuck home. I've had ladies offer me, hey, well, you working so close with me, won't you just take a percentage of my OnlyFans? Nah, I don't work for free, and I don't do content exchange. I just want to get paid fairly for my time and my talent. And you could make so much more. Do you know what? Then I'm missing out on the opportunity. I'll eat that, but I'd rather just get paid fairly for my work. Mm-hmm. And the clients, the ones that I do have, we shoot really good stuff. It's amazing. I travel this country shooting content. How many niggas really, really put that out there? How many of y'all niggas really getting booked, flown out? My clients fly me out. Bro, I'm going collectively in a physical 12-month year, I'm going almost 2 months out of a year.
Damn.
Shooting content. Because in my fees, first of all, when I get booked for my shoots, it's my flight and hotel, rental car. Mm-hmm. I don't sleep. I don't stay in the same. Well, I got a couple of clients that we do stay in the same, we'll stay in the same Airbnb, but that took trust and all that. I don't sleep. I don't hang out with the town, because bro, I'm a male. You know what I mean? Like, even when I shoot content houses, unless I'm like really close to everybody in there, familiar. I need my own hotel.
Yeah.
Booking an Airbnb that got a guest house, because when you working with talent from all over the country, you don't know them. I don't ever want a young lady to feel like, oh my God, I just came out the shower when you were standing by the door, and I could have just been creeping to the kitchen to get me another vodka cran. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want to even open the door for someone to feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I pride myself on separating myself from the average quote unquote photographer, videographer, or promoter. So that's why when I work with ladies and they do my events as a promoter, I'm not touchy-feely with them. I don't grab asses and titties. I'm not staring at them. Give these ladies their space. They're women. And although they're going to get naked for us, they're going to strip, you deserve to change your clothes in private as a woman. You get what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, and that's not hard for me to do. Yes, every lady I work with I think is attractive as fuck. I'm a fan. Also, that's the motivation. That's the muse, right? You only get great ideas because you're like, ooh, she's sexy, and I think this will look great. But you have to have a level of discipline and professionalism, and I pride myself on that.
Well, shoot. Well, just on a joking matter, though. But I'm pretty sure they turn on some of the girls anyway.
Bro,
some of them throw it, though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. Some people, like some girls are just like super friendly. When you're in the industry, people are like super friendly, and it's just they don't. And I always tell any lady that listen, but I don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. And it's not even because I'm married and all that. That's definitely a main part of it. But I was like this before that. Like, you know what I mean? Why you think my wife is comfortable when I travel to go shoot?
Yeah.
Because she knows me. She trusts me. She's been around me. She's seen me. She knows when I'm shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's professionalism, you know what I mean, involved. So that's another thing. As a married man, as a husband, a father, bro, I could travel this country and she knows I'm in hotels, I'm in Airbnbs, we shooting, I'm around all this. That takes trust, but you only have trust. That only takes trust. It had to be earned. It's not given.
Mm-hmm.
I had to prove myself because she just know how I am. You know what I mean? But don't think she's just an oblivious woman. Like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. No, she didn't give me no problems. But if you think I don't think her antennas is up, and it's just, bro, I just like I like to sleep clean.
Yes, because that was the thing with me. Is even as talent, I never wanted to or tried to shoot off camera with them. Hell, I even had girls sometimes like, "Damn, do you even like me? You ain't touch my ass."
I get that. Like, what, you don't like me or something? You ain't, baby. It's not. I'm showing you respect.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I don't want you to think I'm a creep or something, goddamn. Yeah. But after you say that, then I'm gonna feel your butt. Okay, fuck it now. We about to fuck anyway.
To me, it's like, listen, I love all these ladies, man. Listen, who wouldn't be happy to know? I love it. I love being around it. I love the atmosphere, bro. But at the end of the day, these ladies are still women.
Yes.
So they deserve to be treated as such. You know what I mean? And I pride myself on creating a safe, secure environment. I want them to feel safe. I want them to come back. I don't ever want to be in a conversation of creeps. I like people to know that I'm 100% about my business. I want my money. Let's get it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. So, people, I done held this man on here long enough. We done came to the end of another great episode.
We ain't getting into shit.
Oh, dude. You coming back. I hope you realize that.
I don't feel like we even talked about nothing important.
Oh, no. We ain't even got to the crux of it. It's just I have another recording I got to do. See, if I had anybody else tonight, this was about 2 hours.
No, this is what we're going to do. You got 5 minutes to ask me 4 new questions. Let's go.
Okay.
10 minutes ask me 5 questions.
All right, then 10 minutes.
Let's go.
Question number 1. What do you take into account when you pick the location for your events?
Safety is important first. I always want the ladies to be in a safe and secure environment, and something that the fans it feels safe. Number 2, it got to be sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I pride myself on throwing mainstream upscale events, so it got to be sexy. You got to be able to hold capacity. That's why you'll never hear me. You'll see these promoters, they'll throw an Airbnb party. Mm-hmm. Bro, you can't fit enough people in that house even justify me getting out of bed for that amount of money. You get what I'm saying? So, if I can't throw an event with 250 capacity or better, the numbers ain't even worth me getting involved. Yeah, and if it fits the needs of the event. So I never want the ladies to feel uncomfortable. So it always got to be a place where they can change safely, privately, securely, clean, safe. That type of vibe.
Okay. What was the event that you felt you hit your stride?
Honestly, it was the first one, the first big one when I rented out Players Club, that Jelly Ain't Jam.
Mm-hmm.
That was my statement piece, because I've done smaller parties and stuff at that point, but that was my first event where I bought out an entire strip club and had the biggest, well, at that time, who are now like legendary names in the business at that event. You know what I mean? That Jelly Ain't Jam. And then I think a few years later, I did another event where I put more money into it. Celebrity DJ, bigger name, talent. Like at this point, a lot of the talent was big names. I was booking people. I'm paying for hotel rooms. I'm paying for flights. Like I got to that level. That really did it for me. That was in like a few years later. Same club. Then I hit another milestone, I would say, bro, in 2016 when I did it again at Angels, the strip club in the Bronx. And then now moving forward, even though I stopped doing the strip clubs, and we can get into that another time too. I stopped booking out clubs, but rental spaces and things like that is when I started bringing in like big name talent, like when we started doing these autograph signing and meet and greets, and I'm working with legends like Miss Deja or when working with Pinky. The 4 times I worked with Pinky have all been legendary, where we doing events that's over 300-400 people, sold out, 2 floors. I just did, and then I guess finally to cap off, it's so many moments that everyone has been so much better. This year we did our 20th anniversary boat ride, 400 people capacity. Pinky came out to host it. We had amazing turnout. It was such a dope way to celebrate 20 years, and then we had an after party. So it's a lot of those moments, bro. To answer your question with all that I said, I still don't think I've made it, because I still have a bucket list of names and people that I want to work with. I'm gonna feel I finally made it when I bring out Vanessa Del Rio. And I know her. I've been in communication. She's just been having some
She
rough.
Still got it. She can still get it.
I tell you, listen to me, brother. The moment I bring out Vanessa Del Rio, I just might have to retire. Like,
your ass ain't gonna retire.
Yeah, probably won't. But that'll be the moment where I feel like it. Like, no, for real.
Yeah.
To me, she's the most legendary porn starlet that has ever walked this earth. To me.
Yeah, she is.
And not because of what she just did on film, is what she did off film. And so what she's doing today. To me, she will forever be the queen of porn. And the day I get Vanessa Del Rio at an event.
Would you ever take the event outside of NY?
Yes, we just did Exotica Weekend. We just did our event in New Jersey.
Word.
Shut that shit down too. We just did that October 22nd.
Okay, most definitely. And the last question, how do you balance it all, my brother? Personal, business, to everything.
You gotta find hours in a day. I don't sleep much. You'll see me get off live at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm back up at 4:45, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Because it's not just the events and tickets and all of that. I really have multiple businesses. Like, do you see that poster behind me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't see the details in it. It's one of my prized possessions. I designed that.
Word.
So that's signed by Lawrence Taylor and Saquon Barkley. You get what I'm saying? It was a piece that I was commissioned to design. So my vanilla life, I work with sports players and I do all this other stuff and that. But then when it comes to the adult stuff, I'm shooting and editing content. I'm daily posting videos I'm working on. Then I'm running my events and other events behind the scenes. So you just have to find time in the day. And that's what I'm saying, is that determination. I'm always working. And I don't say that to say it loosely. Before I did this live, I'm being honest with you, I just took the last 2 hours before we did this live. I sat down with my son and finished watching Roots. My son, who's 11 years old. he wanted to watch Roots. Well, he's old enough, I felt, for him to be able to watch it. We've been watching it for a whole week and a half. The whole first series. All 6 discs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even while I'm working with him, I'm chilling with him, I was on my phone selling tickets and editing a video on my laptop. So it's like you just got to be determined. I don't take none of this lightly or for granted, bro. And even this interview with you, thank you. You know,
no doubt.
Wanting to help tell a little bit of my story, but I need another. I need a part 2.
Like I said, you will be back, people. He will be back.
I need a part 2.
The Smokers Lounge. He gonna get a part 2. But speaking about that, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get tickets, all that good stuff, man. Lay it out for them.
So all you have to technically do is type in Pikesville Productions on Google. But if you have Instagram, it's Forever PWP because it keeps shutting my pages down. So it's the number 4, the word ever, PWP. On Twitter, it's PWP INC Forever. But if you go on my Instagram, which is like dope to me, I'm building it back up. But they shut me down at my highest. My highest, I was at like 50-something K, which obviously isn't a lot compared to most of these people. But it was a hard-earned 50K. You know what I mean? You can hit my link tree. If you ever want to buy tickets to an event, it's in that link tree. Or like I said, you just type in Pikesville Productions. I'll send you the link or whatever. When does this interview air?
I have to look and see. It should air, I think, next month. Should be next month.
Before or after the 9th?
Probably after the 9th.
All right, so this event, so I will have an event which we're featuring Tokyo Drift. Bro, I booked Tokyo Drift.
Yes, Lord.
She's hosting my Naughty is Nice Part 3, December 9th here in New York City. I would love for you to come out. Listen, if you come out, I'll give you exclusive content. Exclusive footage, bro. If you pop up, I'm just saying, it's up to you.
If I pop up.
If you want to pop up, because, you know, I never have media unless I have media on my boat ride. We charge them, whatever. I'm just telling you, you come out, Naughty is Nice Part 3. I definitely want to interview after the 9th.
Word.
December.
Okay.
After the 9th of December, schedule me back.
Y'all heard it. He'll be back.
Schedule
and this ain't gonna be back a whole lot, cause, bro, I love talking to Pipes, man.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. I don't take this for granted. I followed your career. I don't know if I can say this, you and Candy. Y'all had things locked down in the South for a good long while. I don't know what happened with all that, but I know you was putting out a lot of work. There was a lot of content coming out from you. A lot of content. A lot. And you can't take that away. You work with a lot of big names over the years. Or they wasn't big names at the time, but now they done skyrocketed, and you had you contributed to that.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. So as y'all can hear, that's why I say I have validity when I talk on these podcast people. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the people, Pipes.
I love you guys. Thank you, brother, for having me on. I would love to be back. I hope y'all don't think I'm a cocky, arrogant bastard, but I'm hella fucking confident. I am the best at what I do. And I really dare you to find a promoter that, like, listen, you can't compare numbers with me. I have receipts. I'm the best because the work is there. The numbers is there. It's a legacy. Like, we've opened doors for motherfuckers. I sound arrogant now. That sounds bad. I don't like saying it. But no, when you tell people the truth, it sounds like I'm stacking it. Yeah. But for real, like, it's PWP, baby. Like,
yes. And we keep it real here.
All right, I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to say the last thing.
Go ahead.
This is going to tell you my whole life story in one phrase. And you're going to love this. It's going to be a sound bite. You're going to love it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Everybody got to pay the piper.
And with that, we out.
BeatStars.com.
I think on film, it's just it is what it is. I like your personality, like I said before. It's not really about a body type per se, because I'm attracted mostly to everything. It's just your personality that can connect to me. You get it?
And I always tell people too, like, if I'm making like a custom video or something, like be as specific as you can for me. Like, don't feel like you're saying too much or asking for too much, even down to like the outfit. Like, if you want like a skirt or my hair a certain way, because you know what, it makes my life so much easier.
No job skills. So when you hear females talk, it's in your throat.
I don't get mad at them. I don't take no offense to it. I don't feel like no one's taking my shine. When I'm pretty much proving myself. You understand that? There's always going to be somebody that's going to, especially the next generation, there's always going to be somebody who's going to come, and I give them their props, and that's something that we as women don't do in this industry. It's very cutthroat, and I don't like it. So I don't operate like that. If you know what I'm saying, if I see somebody doing anything, I'll be like, go ahead, bitch. Like.
Yeah, they are loyal ones. So that's your army. If you are a content creator and you fetish, like, cater to your fetish fans, because that is your army. They will go hard for you. Like, anything you do, they